What impact will Zion have on the Jordan brand? Are the new SB Dunks both winners? And what is the safest way to conduct your transactions online? I got all those answers and a whole lot more on this episode of The Flip. Coming to you from the Empty Complex Studios in a slightly less empty Times Square here in New York City, I'm Rex Hogan, aka the Stylish Stoner, aka your kid's favorite role model, aka we got a packed show. So let's stop wasting time and get right into the question of the week. Now, a lot of people like to do, their online business through, third-party sites such as, StockX or eBay, and, that's a really good way to do business since it protects both the buyer and the seller. But there can be drawbacks to doing business that way, which leads us to our question of the week. Is it better to sell through a third-party site or to deal directly with your consumer? I've always said it's sometimes a matter of what someone prefers. I personally prefer to deal directly with the consumer. I can see the product if I'm buying, I can see the money if I'm selling. Some people like to deal with online because they don't have time to meet up, or they prefer to just throw it in the box and ship it off. But there are pros and cons to both, when you're doing all your transactions online, you can't really guarantee the quality of the product that you're getting. You might get a fake. There might be people out there with really good replicas. So you just gotta be careful, do your homework on both, do your research on who you're dealing with, and try to move as safely as possible. That's my best take on it. Me personally, I like to deal directly with the consumer though, all right? With that being said, let's get into this week's drops. All right, now we're gonna get right into it and dig into it. All Nike lineup this week. That's right, the check, the swoosh is coming in, and kicking it off this week, we got a fresh face to the Jordan brand. We got Zion Williamson with his Jordan Zion 1 Noah. Now, Zion Williamson is fire on the court, one of my favorite new players to be in the NBA, and his sneakers, they don't look bad, but the name of this show is called The Flip, not cool performance basketball sneaker. Now, on the court, surefire thing. If you're trying to flip it, not a surefire thing. So I'm gonna have to throw Zion probably for the first time and only time in his career on a not hot list. All right, moving right along. We got the Nike SB Dunk High TV signal. All right, now, these is cool. I really like the colorways on this, but with Nike putting out so many dunks right now, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it like this. You can always bet on a Nike dunk to basically go over retail a little bit, but I'm not gonna necessarily throw it on the hot. So we're gonna put the TV signal on here at the maybe. Now, I'm gonna sit here and say that I know that retail is around 100 to 110. You're probably gonna see this shoe go for like 250 to 275, which is a decent flip, but at the same time, there's no guarantee because guess what? We also got Nike dropping the Nike SB collab with the New York brand Stingwater. It's the Nike Air Stingwater Dunk Low Magic Mushroom. And I really like these. I'm gonna be honest, I'm partial to these. I feel like Nike does really well with collab sneakers, and these are something that you're gonna wanna make sure that you get your hands on. With the translucent bottom, look at that bottom here. The translucent bottom, the cool little details and the branding on the side, you can definitely bet on these because guess what? They are going to add to your bank. You're gonna see these go for around 350 to 400 on the resale market after they drop. So, Nike came through. Again, Zion, not a bad shoe, but it's not for you if you want to increase your bank and make it do what it do. I'm telling you, the TV signals, maybe, not saying that you want to go all in because the margins might be slim, but the Stingwater is a for sure go if you are a pro out here with your dough. And that's going to do it for this week's drops. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look back and fact check old Raxy. Now, if you remember, I told you, go ahead and grab the Travis Scott Retro 6 British khaki. Anything that Travis touches right now is gold. And this is no different. And this is a no-brainer. We can go ahead and fast forward. I still got it. The shoe is going for around $700. Some sizes even more. I don't have a pair. It's cool. But it is to be noted that the sneaker came out in a full family size run, and the men's sizes are the only ones that are really commanding that much money, which means that, adult sneakers size matters. And if you selling kids shoes for over retail, you wrong. You doing that to them parents. But You know, if you did get a pair of the adult size run of the sneakers, you are definitely sitting pretty and probably earning a couple dollars on the resale market if you're selling your sneakers, all right? Now, that's gonna do it for me. I've been your host, Rax Hogan, for this edition of The Flip. Go ahead, spend some money and hopefully make some of it back, and then some.